What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, and I'm here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors, man. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm, and do not forget to subscribe. I still see a lot of new people watching the channel that have not subscribed yet, and you do not want to miss out on everything that we're doing on the channel. I'm calling out a lot of what I like to call my free 99 or riskier plays that, we're able to still see a lot of gains on, even though the rest of the market has been falling. So tap in with me. I got a private Discord available for those that want to get in that, as well as my private Facebook community, private stock market game. You can join the Facebook community for free. So let's check out where the market is right now before we go into, we got to talk about a few things, Shiba Inu, where do we see the market going? Also, the hype that's in the market right now with some of the other projects, as well as where we could see, or how we could see regulation playing a part in affecting, the rest of the market and where we'll go from here. So right now we have the market at up just about a little over 0.5%. It's been fluctuating back and forth, down a little bit, up a little bit more, but it's been really, hovering around this range right now. I told you I did think we could potentially see another $30,000 Bitcoin, at some point. Now, my reason for that is because with interest rates, being announced that they would potentially go up in March, we could start to see a pullback around that time. We could start to see, people diversify into less riskier assets around that time, because it becomes more expensive to borrow money. So one thing that I think we should definitely be paying attention to during this time, of what will hold money, where will people move money to? And that's what we got to do, is follow the money. Shout out to y'all reaching out to the channel. I got y'all as soon as this video is over with, but we got to start paying attention to NFTs. Right now is your opportunity to start jumping into some of your favorite NFT projects for extremely cheap, almost half off of what you would have had to originally pay for the project. Now is the time to be looking at NFTs. Not when it was, it's good to be aware of what NFTs were, popping or whatever, but right now the price is almost 50% off for a lot of these projects. So the people that bought in at the hype, when everybody was talking about them, those people are down right now. So it's our chance, now we, of course, we've already been in, but for those that want to make money on the NFTs I'm holding, I plan on holding them long term. But if you want to make money flipping NFTs on some projects, right now is the time to jump into these projects. So we'll be covering more NFT news as well. So be on the lookout for that. Bitcoin is up 1% today, sitting at $37,326, still down 8% for the week. We got Ethereum at $2,435. down 1.6% on the day, still down 18% for the week, y'all. I'm telling you, go pay attention to those your favorite NFT projects listed on OpenSea, as well as all the other Solana based. We got Solana right now down 2.8% on the day, down 29% for the week. Solana NFTs are, very under the radar right now. When the market starts to pick back up and become bullish, we'll start to see a lot of these projects that were on the dip right now taking back off again. Don't say I didn't tell you. We got dogecoin at 14 cents, down 1.3% on the day, still down 8.5%. And we got shib. Also, Avalanche is another one we need to pay attention to. Avalanche is down 1.5% on the day and 17% for the week. So check in with Avalanche as well. They got a lot of exciting projects on that network. Shiba Inu up 0.5% on the day. We're trading at that 2134 level. Congratulations to y'all that have been buying the dip. Remember, I told y'all the strategy when the markets are falling is to assess why, diversify, and then dollar cost average. Make sure you got dry powder or cash sitting aside to be able to jump on your favorite plays in case they pull back even more. Don't just YOLO and throw everything you got at it right now, because if the price pulls back more, you want to be able to continuously accumulate more of the asset. Now, this is a long-term investment game. Time in the market beats time in the trying to time the market. A lot of new people are confused at why they are down, or why haven't they made any money yet. You might have been a part of this batch of new investors. 25 new investors within the last 8 months have entered the market. If you were one of those investors, most likely the price has pulled back on some of the assets that you bought into, and you probably are in the red with some of the more hyped up projects. And that's because you did what's called buying the top. When you buy the top, when the hype is at its all-time high before the price starts to pull back, you're left what we call in stocks bag holding. So you're left holding the bag. So that's why you just want to be patient. This is what you do. When that happens, you let time pass, you buy, you learn how to do some technical analysis, learn how to identify support levels, resistance levels, so that way you can understand where the better areas to bring your costs down is. That's how you will save yourself instead of having to wait a full year or however long it takes for everything to recover. And I'm not saying it's going to take that time, but some people have been down on certain assets for over 8 months from the time when they bought it before it returned to a higher price. And what they could have been doing during that time was buying the dip, adding more to their position at a lower price, at the lowest price that it pulled back to, so that way once the price returns back to normal or above, you're even more profitable. So that's something that you just have to do. Stay down for the come up. That you understand that your time is coming. With that much new money coming onto the table, y'all got to understand they're going to take that money off the table. They're going to pull the prices down by removing money off the table and hopefully shaking paper hands loose, so that way people can sell their assets for a loss, basically locking in those losses. It's not a real loss until you sell. Remember that. So because the price can always go back up. So this is y'all chance to buy more. I'm telling you right now. So exciting news for Shiba Inu. This year we got a lot of things still coming. We got the game coming. We got more NFT use case coming where we got the play to earn. We got also burn features being incorporated in other Shiba Inu games. Remember, there'll be 2 Shiba Inu games, one regular game and then one NFT based game. So I'm really excited to see what we got with the NFT based game. I do hold the Shiboshi NFT. So that's going to be very exciting to, cover that once that's ready. We still got the Shibarium with the layer 2 that's coming. So it's like, we got exciting catalysts that is still coming up. And Satoshi actually spoke about some of these things in the Discord, just saying how exciting this next year will be and saying, Satoshi can't mention too much right now, but just stay tuned, and this is the warning. This is the, remember this is how we call this, these before these runs happen, we listen to the information that's coming in and we try to make informed decisions based on that. We look at the data that's out there. We look at what's on the roadmap, and look at the community, the sentiment in the market, and try to look from a macro standpoint as well. But we know that Shiba Inu is not going anywhere. The community is too strong. It might be held down. It might be the markets might get manipulated on a larger scale that we can't control, but at the end of the day, Shiba Inu will be back in the top 10. I can say that for sure. And I believe that will happen this year. So, stay down for the come up, y'all. Also, we got a lot of hype right now. Another play that I called inside of my private Discord, if y'all want access to that, it's Grimace coin. So this is a coin that Elon Musk tweeted out to McDonald's saying he would eat a Happy Meal on, TV if McDonald's accepted Dogecoin. Now, connect the dots on this. McDonald's said, sure, we would do it if y'all accept Grimace coin. Now, what happens, I don't know if it's an actual affiliation with McDonald's, but someone went and created a BNB based Grimace coin. And right now, the coin is performing very, very well. So I called this project out. I put, this inside the private Discord. If you're not in there, you should tap in, reach out to me via email, DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com. For all of y'all that are inside the private Facebook group, this video will be in there for y'all to check out as well. But that's a coin that's looking like it has some potential right now. So, and it's only a hype, coin. It's not, financial advice. Remember, do your own due diligence. But this is a play that we would call, with something like this, with this type of hype around it, while the markets are down, giving us a chance to make money at the same time. You don't just have to wait, for the coins you're holding to make money. A lot of y'all don't understand. You need to be downloading Trust Wallet. You need to learn how to use PooCoin, pancakeswap. You need to buy you some BNB and start participating in some of these low cap, riskier BSC gems that we like to call it. Some of them are very, very risky. A lot of the times the developers are not doxed. They could do rug pulls. They could do honey pots, all types of scam things. So you want to be careful before you jump in this lane. But I highly encourage some of y'all to start learning about some of these more alternative coins, so that way you have a chance to get in before they get listed on major exchanges like Coinbase, Robinhood, Webull, and all the other Gemini, all the other million exchanges as well. This is how you get in early. So tap in, check out Grimace coin. What else do we have here? So another thing I want to say, as an investor in crypto, stocks, all that, we have to always pay attention to the Federal Reserve and, what the Federal Reserve is saying happen. Why? Because the markets will be reactionary to what the chairman says. If the chairman says, things are bad, we're going to be raising interest rates, you can expect the market to react to that. Now, do I think we're done or that it's over with? No, I don't. I think they just caused a little bit of FUD to run it down, to be honest, because we got to understand this is a game at the end of the day. So I believe they're causing that little bit of FUD, a little uncertainty. That's all that is, and possible doubt. He did say that, he didn't plan on raising interest rates until March, but, everybody's hearing that like, well, okay, you didn't say you'll do it right now, but we know what you're planning on basically doing, which he left that out there to give everybody that uncertainty and that doubt, if to basically not know the certainty if the markets will continue to push up. So right now we're kind of seeing things, we had a nice correction. We're seeing things kind of go stagnant, trade sideways, jump in between certain support and resistance levels. But right now during this time, what we should be doing, like I told you on the last video, you just sit on your hands. Sometimes it's best to do nothing. Let the market settle, because remember, the market can remain irrational longer than we can remain solvent. So we don't want to get wrecked or wiped out by needing our money longer, because the market, we end up finding out we go into a 2-year bear market, so keep some cash on the side to be able to buy those dips. But also, with things like, I just seen an article with the mayor of New York. So I just seen here, I'm pulling an article up now as we speak, but so the mayor of New York is getting paid in Bitcoin. Think about that, y'all. He's receiving so New York Mayor Eric Adams today announced that his first paycheck, which arrives tomorrow, will be automatically converted into cryptocurrency. As previously promised, the salary will be converted to Ethereum and Bitcoin. This is major, major news. We're already seeing it with sports athletes. Now we're seeing it with politicians. The mayor of New York, it's even hard to buy crypto in New York. So with the mayor doing it, that's letting us know that there will be more acceptance. I'm telling y'all, this is going to happen. Think about it like this, right? Regulation is a big part of the doubt or uncertainty that we see causing, pullbacks in the market. And only reason why I believe we see so much talk about regulation is because, the feds and, everyone hasn't had the chance to figure out how do they get their slice out of the pie. Think about it, let's go back to the marijuana industry. When the marijuana industry, before, it became this big thing, it was such a bad thing, everybody was, going to jail. There was all this talk about it. And then next thing once they, laid out their blueprint or their system to be able to monetize it or make their slice from it, next thing you know, we got this booming marijuana industry where, now there's dispensaries all around Las Vegas, and other states as well. And it's like, it's not looked at, kind of as that, as bad as it was at a point in time. Now, I can expect to see, some similarities in crypto. First, all the regulation talk is bad because they, they're not in it yet, but now they're looking for ways on how to roll out the U.S. Digital or central digital coin, basically a coin pegged or based off of the U.S. dollar, but basically centralized for the Federal Reserve, where they can give out government payments. They can raise rates with the coin. They can just do all types of things that, they already do, schedule time payments, and things like that. Think about all the different benefits that the government pays out. They would now have a coin to be able to, pay those things out to, but they express some, threats and, some security risks about it, just saying that, it would be a lot more vulnerable than the average cryptocurrency because of all the different entry points and connections that it would have to it with all the different citizens and basically everyone having an account. It could just be something very, very risky. So right now they're not able to figure out, to crack that code, to figure out how they get in where they fit in. So we'll continue to see some FUD around regulation talk until, some golden ideas brought out, and now they announced that, we got a federal coin or a central digital coin, and now we believe in crypto even more. Because imagine the belief that's going to come into the crypto markets once the Fed issues their own digital coin. That means now cryptocurrency is here to stay once the Fed participates, and then we'll start to see a lot more, institutional money come in. We have to think about it like this too. Venture capitalists over, last year, $30 billion came into the crypto markets and venture capitalist money. So, and that's VC. So those are the big, dollars. Those are the institutional monies, or just right now those small pockets of institutional money. But soon we'll see even bigger institutions start to buy in. Like another thing, FTX Exchange, they just raised $400 million in fundraising. Now, think about that. That's a lot of money from venture capitalists, from basically other wealthy investors that understand the investing game, are pouring money into this company to say that they believe and are bullish on crypto. So we cannot ignore that, y'all. That's almost $500 million. So, now, one thing that, we're seeing right now, because of all the money that was pumped into the market during, the pandemic, all the different stimuluses, we seen trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars, get pumped into the market. We went from almost like $14 trillion in, total money in the world to about a little over, I believe, $20 trillion in a very short period of time. So that's almost 50% increased in the overall money supply. That creates a false sense of things are doing better than they really are. A lot of people have to take into account that a lot of this money that we're seeing was just freely given out to people, which allowed them the opportunity to be able to invest in these markets and invest in more riskier assets. When the Fed talks about slowing that down or tapering back on injecting stimulus, we start to see people start to take some money off the table. As people start to try to hold cash a little bit more because they're not sure what's going to happen. So right now, there's still a very strong strength to the market as well. We got about total money sitting in banks right now, cash. There's about $10 trillion. So if we see regulators, institutions, feds, start to accept or become more bullish towards crypto, we can instantly see the overall market cap of crypto increase. Let's just say it gets a fraction of that. Let's say it even gets, 20% of that. That's another $2 trillion easy that can be pumped into the crypto markets, and that wouldn't even be a long shot. That's something that 20% is a fair number to guess, because if you think about traditional assets like stocks and bonds and things like that, the return is so low that people prefer to invest into cryptocurrencies, especially as there's more belief coming into the market and people are seeing, certain cryptos that were here like Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're actually, holding up. And, I still think, the crypto markets are very young, especially the NFT markets, which is bringing even more use case to the crypto market. So right now is not the time to fear. I will be buying more of my favorite projects, which I'm doing. And also, taking some profits from some of those more riskier plays, those, some of those BSC gems, some of those ERC20 plays that we jumped in on and we, seeing some nice gains on. I would say, it's not a bad idea to take, a little bit of something off the table for you, just in case the markets continue to pull back. Remember, nobody ever went broke taking profits, so you got to keep that in mind. But that's all we got for this video. I gotta, say, check out the links in the description section if you would like to, get some free stocks, free crypto. I have some free resources down there for y'all. Also, if you'd like to join the private Discord, email me, DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com. And for those that are serious and ready to take things to the next level with more than $1,000 invested to the markets because you really want to put some skin in the game, reach out to me to get my technical analysis course to learn how to interpret the data on the chart. You cannot be investing in these markets and you don't know how to read the chart. That's just crazy. That's like jumping in a car without even knowing how to drive and just expecting to go on a road trip. Like, that would be wild, so reach out to me if you're serious, and we can turn you up real quick. That's all we got for this video. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out.